Hello, Dr. Trevor Sexton here with Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic. Today I wanted to tell you my story, how I became a naturopathic doctor and started my own clinic called Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic. So as a boy, 7, almost 8 years old, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. It came on very suddenly. There was family dynamics happening at that time. A lot of possible triggers. I received a lot of immunizations just before then. So all of that maybe went into play as far as contracting the disease rheumatoid arthritis. Inflammation of the joints. And if you've seen me, I speak with my hands a lot. You can see joints that have been damaged, and this is from childhood, teenage years, that these joints have been wonky. Have they gotten worse? No. And I'll tell you why. So I was in the conventional system. I went to the doctor probably once a month to get my blood drawn to make sure that the methotrexate, a chemotherapy drug, wasn't damaging me too badly. And I also went to the eye doctor twice a year because I was on Plaquenil, a popular drug right now for the COVID system. It's a drug for lupus and arthritis and other things. I got very familiar with the doctor's waiting room, and then very familiar with the treatment room, and spent more time waiting than I did seeing the doctor, maybe 5 or 6 minutes with the doctor. He'd either up my prescription, take something out, put something new in. It was very predictive, and it managed me okay. I would still have bad flare-ups. There were days my friends started to understand that some days I wouldn't walk as normal because my ankle was swollen, and then the next day I was fine. It wasn't like a typical, injury where I was injured and then I had a few days of healing and then a week of, maybe a limp and then I was back to normal. I was really bad one day on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I was perfectly normal. And that's how flare-ups would happen to me as a kid. So it was bizarre. I wasn't able to participate in everything. So all of that came into play where I wanted to become a doctor to find the cure for rheumatoid arthritis. There are hundreds of thousands of people affected by it. 300,000+ children in the U.S. are affected by it. So I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. Now as an adult I have rheumatoid arthritis. And so I was in North Carolina. I was a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I met a couple who suggested that I change my diet to help reduce the inflammation and help the arthritis go away. And it was intriguing, and I really liked the meals they prepared. They were delicious. Once again, I was in North Carolina, the pork capital of the world, and so I didn't, it was hard to go vegan while living there. So when I came back to Arizona, I went vegan. That was the diet they suggested, and it's not how I eat now, but it was very clean eating. I've never eaten that way before, but my joints felt better than I had my whole life. And time goes by, and I started introducing meats, and now I eat cleanly. My meats are typically organic. I don't eat it very often. That's another topic for another day, is seasonal eating seems to help. But the point is, I found a way to improve and even start the healing process of a chronic disease that didn't include any medication whatsoever. It was all based on what I was eating, what I was taking into my body. And so now I was intrigued and wanted to become a doctor that did that. Well, what kind of doctor does that? Eventually I found a naturopathic doctor does that. And so I looked online and found a school nearby. I went and toured it, and I said, that's where I want to go. And so eventually, after lots of schooling, a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, I finally entered my doctorate degree and became a naturopathic doctor. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I was pressured into becoming a medical doctor and then just treating naturally. Well, I would never have learned acupuncture. I wouldn't have learned spinal manipulation. I wouldn't have learned homeopathy and herbal medicine. all those things that I incorporate into my practice today, I would never have learned. So as a naturopathic doctor at Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic, I have this huge umbrella of tools to help you and everyone as a patient to improve your life and improve your health using whatever tool we find necessary. And a sculptor doesn't just use a hammer. A sculptor has various tools. And I've thought of that analogy in helping you with your different organ systems and your pain and your mental emotional issues. And that's why I love having Wendy Guffey with me and Holly Webb, and using their specialty skills that I can admit I'm not the best at, and my training's minimal in that. And so I want to be able to help so many people at Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic. And so now forward with my dream is that everyone who wants to joins a plan or comes to see us and takes a year, takes 2 years to really turn around their health, and that's why I named it Compass, is because we are guiding you down the path that you need to go to improve your health. And so, please, if you have a chronic issue and you are tired of the 1 hour wait and 5-minute visit with the doctor, we take the time to help you here. And we want to help you. And we find joy in your success. As you come off medications, as your weight comes down, as your inflammation and pain comes down, as everything starts to improve, it brings us joy to see your improvement. And it's not a run-of-the-mill factory of medications being spit at you. We want to help you improve your life, become independent of the medical system, and to have the knowledge yourself where you are educated in ways to improve your health at Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic. So, once again, give us a call, 928-985-0242, or you can email compasshealthclinic@gmail.com. Thank you.